What is up? It is me. It is I. I am the greatest there is, the greatest there was, and the greatest there ever will be. I am greatness personified. Myself. Yes, yes, Stoney Greatness. And I am here with the man of the hour, the myth, the legend, the author, the activist, the philanthropist, the educator, the innovator, the
zone. Let's leave it at Goldilocks zone.
the one of the best.
If the spells are good, why does it keep doing this?
I don't know. I don't know. But show some respect. Bend the knee. Because they come from all across the world to see the man who wears the crown that hangs 2 inches from the ground. He is your king. He's my king. He is Kyng Kevyn!
Thank you. Oh, you guys are coming surround sound this time. Yay! Alright, I can start.
We're here. We're here full force.
What's up, everybody? Thank you guys for watching another episode of the GreatMines Show, where we just sit and have some really dope conversation. Today's conversation is going to be a little bit juicy. Everybody's been talking about some of these things, so let me just give you guys a preview. We're going to be on the whole Kelly Rowland and Chris Brown situation. Our friend Trey Songz, I say our friend Trey Songz, was in the midst of some stuff, and briefly I want to talk about a product that women use and how it's been used in a misogynistic way or promoted in a misogynistic way, and you know, some of the responses that we've heard from that. And then everyone has been talking about Mr. Alcina and his new kind of unconventional love. We'll get into that in a little bit, but let's take it back. First off, I missed you on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you guys.
I don't particularly believe in the Christopher Columbus thing, so I try not to like really celebrate with that in mind. But you know, our people, we do Friendsgiving. We're thankful for our people, and that's why we sit and we like to cook. So obviously, we like to eat. Yeah. So yeah, but I went and saw my mom. Oh. And played a couple of games. Let me tell you, I have 2 aunts that they're funny by themselves.
Shout out to Mama Mines.
But get these aunts together. Oh yeah. Some kind of way, I was nominated to pick them up. So they live in the same building. So I pick up one and she's talking trash about the other one, and I'm like, okay, well, when the other one gets down here, the trash talk is going to change. Say, hey sis, nah, it wasn't that. They talked trash the entire way to my cousin's house, all throughout dinner, cracking me up. So shout out to my Margie and mine, Sherry. I love y'all. Obviously, shout out to Mom, because, you know, that's the reason why I went over there in the first place. Yeah. So, it was a good Thanksgiving. What about you?
Oh, well, it was a very, very low-key Thanksgiving at, you know, Castle Greatness.
So low-key, I didn't get an invitation.
Yeah, you know, not many people did get an invitation. Not anybody got an invitation, honestly. It just so happened that, you know, that Cody's grandmother was, you know, alone and you know, with, you know, better half, you know, being there for her and everything. It was like, okay, well, you know, come on over. So that was honestly the only extra person besides everybody that lived at the house at Castle Greatness. Like, it wasn't, you know. So who did the cooking? It was a combo effort between, you know, PJ and our roommate. So
got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all got leftovers?
Some. But they're slowly but surely going because it was delicious and we're still eating it.
Yeah, that's why I asked. I wanted to say some of this deliciousness. I went over to Khalif's place. His mom and aunt cooked with him. Oh. So it was nice. Had a nice little Thanksgiving dinner over there.
That's nice.
Some good apple pie his aunt gave me. Oh. So hey, it was a very scrumptious Thanksgiving. I actually went back to my cousin's place the day after to get some more because it was just that good.
Ours was nice. It was
so,
nice and low-key.
There was something else that came up in the news, and I just thought about it, but I'll talk to you about that. Let's go to this situation.
I have to know your thoughts on people going crazy. Is it sad to see?
You know what? I believe that grace is very real, and we all need a dose of it. And before we point fingers at anybody, we should realize how grateful we are for every moment that we get, for even our own things that we have. I just think it's important to remember to be human. We are humans, and yeah.
Do you feel like he needs to be forgiven for, like, you know, who he did? I mean,
You know what? We all need to be forgiven for anything that we could be doing, anything that we're thinking. We all come up short in some sort of way. And grace is real. And we are humans. And everybody deserves grace.
Yeah.
Period.
I know you too. Bye.
Alright, so situation was the AMAs,
Mm-hmm.
and Chris Brown was supposed to do a tribute to Michael Jackson.
Right.
The
Well,
whispers,
he was scheduled to perform, but his performance was going to be like a hybrid of his stuff with a tribute of Michael Jackson built into it. Yeah.
and what I seen like the buzz on the internet is that they did not want an abuser, a domestic abuser, to do a song or a tribute to an alleged child molester,
Yeah, an alleged child abuser.
a child abuser.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, who came up with that?
Somebody who is making people, like, you know, who's making people think that we're all woke and too woke. You know, somebody too woke. Like there's a fine line between being woke and being, you know, too woke.
It depends on who, because you know, this whole generation of wokeness is weird because politically the word woke is being weaponized against people who are forward thinking.
Right.
And then there's those people who just go overboard with it, and you can't breathe without cancel culture or someone being offended. It's like, where is the happy medium where we all can exist? And I mean, it's not being offensive.
Right.
I was watching this clip that came on. I don't know what movie it was from. Denzel Washington was in it. He was talking to a group of youngsters. You know, he's the older gentleman. These were like college students. And there were two young ladies, and I feel like I'm offending somebody just because of that, because people say, oh, so you're assuming the person's gender. There were two individuals who were standing up who present as female, and Denzel Washington's character is like, hey, all these guys sitting around, why don't y'all get up and offer these ladies a seat? And they were offended. And it's like, oh, you're being misogynistic. So, no, I'm just being courteous.
Right. Yeah.
Well, we can take up for ourselves. I'm sure you can. But, you know, someone has to speak up.
Right.
And
it's courtesy.
Now, my thing is, with courtesy, I'm going to hold the door for a male or a female. That's just, I mean, if I'm at the door, I'm going to hold it.
Well,
if I'm with someone, we're going out to eat, I'm the type of person that I will grab a seat for you. My mom, whenever she gets in my car, she's not allowed to touch the door. I open and close the door for her all the time. If I'm going on a date or hanging with, no, because my friends, y'all getting in the car, y'all touch the door yourself.
yeah.
But that's just something that I do as a gentleman. Being a gentleman isn't misogynistic. It's being chivalrous. It's being courteous and respectful.
Right.
And
It's
kind.
showing a level of respect and reverence. Like, I care about you that much.
Right.
To go the extra mile for you. You know. I will hold the door, you know, for a lady or a string of ladies or a little kid or something like that going through the door.
This is courtesy.
If you're a guy, you got to be kind of cute, or else I'm letting the door go.
So now I'm jump on the bandwagon with them. Then what's the difference? Why are you separating a guy from a girl like that?
No, well,
if you're being kind, be kind.
I was raised to treat ladies, you know.
Right. And that's part of the issue.
And that's the thing. I was
that's
raised
part of
to
the
treat
issue.
ladies.
Now I'm starting to understand. That's part of the issue.
Yeah.
I'm raised to treat ladies in a certain way.
Right.
But men, F them. Yeah, you got it. But is it not kindness? Is it not being courteous or respectful to do it for a guy as well?
It is, yeah. So that's why I'm gonna push it all the way back. You know, and then, you know, it's open for you, and at least you won't have to, you know, push it all the way open. You might need to catch it a little bit, sir. You know, but hey, you a guy. I'm a dude. You're a dude. We're all dudes.
I that's not the point. That really wasn't the point. It's just
my point.
When you talk about equality, for me, I think that that's one of the basic things with equality. It's not about favoring one over the other, one getting higher wages than the other. It's not about who's stronger or manlier. Or that's
all that
feminine
plays no
thing.
factor in that. It's just the way I was raised.
But well, that's how most misogynistic people are raised. That's how most people are raised.
Right.
But like to say like, okay, that's how I was raised, but I can see where I can adjust a few things. Like my thing is, when it comes down to a person who who may be gender fluid or gender non-conforming, and they present as a male and or a female, whatever the case may be, and you approach them and you speak to them based off of what you see. In those situations, I don't think that that's intolerance. I think that if anything, the person that's being misgendered in that situation should be, woke enough to say, "Oh, I'm sorry. My pronouns are."
Right.
Not, "Oh, you're just assuming it." Like they go into this whole spiel, and I've heard it a couple of times as a man that's black but also gay. I've heard it a million times. I understand the whole gender. I respect the whole gender thing, but it goes back to what Kelly just said.
Right.
Having a little bit of grace. Rewind, because I want to
bring it back. We went on
I went way far.
Right. Because no, it really does center from a lot of wokeness, because the woke people at the AMA said, "Oh, well, Chris Brown is toxic because he, beat on Rihanna, who, is, Rihanna, and he, and he's doing a whole, ode to Michael Jackson, who, slept with children, in his bed as a grown man, so it's like, it was very touchy for them, so they decided to, cancel, I guess.
All right,
and Chris Brown came out and put out a video of the practice,
right,
and was like they canceled on him with no notice, and it caused a whole stir because he ended up winning an award. He didn't show up to the ceremony, of course,
and Kelly
was presenting the award,
and she received it for him,
right.
And they started to boo, and she got them together.
There's video of that floating around. You can look that up.
Yeah, I just think that, and thing with Kelly, because when
that clip was, of course, after everything.
Right. When the news broke out about Chris Brown and Rihanna back in 2008, no, 2009, 2010,
right
back then,
yeah.
Around then, because Michael had already been gone, and this would have been his first opportunity to do a performance. I remember when he actually got it, he collapsed to the floor in tears because he was canceled then. Are we going to ever let people evolve?
It depends on what is forgivable and unforgivable for you. For some people out there, putting your hands on anyone is unforgivable. For some people, putting your hands on a female is unforgivable.
Is there any sense of repaying your debt for the things that you've done? Like, yeah, what he did, I was on the bandwagon. He should not be up on stage. He needs to, go through his anger management treatment. He needs to do this, and this. I guarantee you this: he's a good father. Now, the way he treats his daughter is definitely different than the way he may have treated women. We don't know, but it's like, if he's made those mistakes in the past, but he's cleaned up his act,
right?
Do we still hold it against him?
Like I said, some people, yes, because he crossed a line that shan't be crossed. And
I agree.
Some
with that.
people are like that, but you have folks who are like, well, I get it. We all make mistakes. We're all human, and so let's give folks a chance. I mean, I've made mistakes. We've all made mistakes,
right? And
every day is literally a second chance to make up for those mistakes, and you got to give people the opportunity, because if the shoe was on the other foot, you would definitely want that to be the case for you. So I get where you're coming from. But you also got to understand that there are a lot of people out there, honestly, who are very finite in their viewpoints of the way life works.
Here's my problem with that, because what's offensive to some may not be offensive to others, and that's not me excusing anything, but it goes to the fact of who's the judge to say.
We're not saying that. Well, there are people out there who thought nothing of what Chris Brown did.
Like the
court of popped her. Oh, okay.
No, the court of a public opinion is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Where you have the community, because we're the ones who basically keep these things going. If the community would have never said anything, I'm more than sure these organizations like the AMAs or whoever wouldn't have said anything, because most of the time when they speak up against something, it's because they've been pressured to.
Right.
Same thing with Adidas.
The public,
if Adidas hadn't been pressured because of what Ye was saying, they wouldn't have disconnected their connection with him. And even when they said, okay, we're going to excommunicate ourselves from Kanye West, they continued to sell the product, just took his name off of it because they understood that was a money thing for them. They don't. So if they decided that, oh well, we're all going to still buy Chris Brown's music, we're going to pay, book out all of his concerts, is a craze for him. Well, they're not going to say, oh damn, we can't do it. They're going to do it and then make an apology. Oh, we did not mean to hurt or offend anybody. I don't know. I just, it's just they're consumer based. Is the point I mean?
Yeah.
They're consumer based, and if enough people
capitalism,
complain, exactly. So with that being said, who makes this decision to say, you know what, you've crossed the line that we just won't even see you anymore?
Under your logic and the logic that you laid out, it is the people, because the people are the consumers, and the people drive the appetite. I don't think going into the AMAs that there were a lot of people who were complaining about this. Or even knew that it was going to happen, outside of the fact that when it didn't happen, it got out that it was supposed to happen. So I think that they created a situation that really didn't need to be created, because everyone, in all honesty, had moved on. It's the cancellation and everything else like that brought it back up into public light and into people's forefront of mind and everything. So I think that they created the situation. Poor Chris Brown. I mean, I feel bad for him. He didn't create this situation. I mean, he created the situation a long time ago, because had he not done certain things, then he wouldn't be in this situation. But again, we all make mistakes, and did he put in his time? I don't know. I like Chris Brown's music. I listen to it. It's not, I don't think I'm supporting, domestic violence by listening to his music. The same way that I still have a pair of Yeezys and I still wear them, because I don't believe in what Kanye says. It's a shoe. I got questioned about that.
I have a question about this topic, because we completely canceled R. Kelly. Completely. He crossed the line, but then there's people who say, oh, well, I can separate the artistry from the artist.
Well, now,
you know me. How do you balance that? Because I understand when people say I separate the artistry from the artist.
I've been whistleblowing R. Kelly.
Yeah, we've had this conversation
since you met me. I've been saying, oh yeah, R. Kelly is just is crazy. He's a pedophile. He just likes that stuff. It is what it is.
I'm actually in the process of trying to point out a double standard, honestly, because flip side to that is,
I've never been on that when it comes to R. Kelly. I've never been. There's never a double standard. You know what I mean? If somebody plays his music out, hey, and it's something I bump to, hey, you know what I mean? I'm not actively, and I have not been for years, actively downloading, searching, you know what I mean, or playing any type of R. Kelly music, because
before all of the stuff hit the fan with R. Kelly, I loved his music, and I'm not to say that his music wasn't good music or isn't good music. It's just, and this isn't anything intentional. I think that when everything happened with him, it was just known.
Right.
I can't support this. This is a monster here. This is a predator right here.
Yeah.
This is multiple accounts, and I do kind of miss his music, but I'm not jumping nowhere on any platform to listen to it.
Right, and that's the thing. If I hear it in passing, I will bump to it, because at the end of the day, it's good music.
So I don't hear any of his songs that he's performed, because he's written a lot of music for a lot of other people. Now some of those people have canceled their his part in a lot of songs as well. But like, all right, that's a multi. What am I trying to say? A multiple offender. With Chris, as far as we know,
right.
So, back to Kelly's statement, I just think that we all just need to be more gracious with one another.
Yeah.
Because things happen.
Definitely.
And if you're not willing to man up or woman up and face the responsibility of your actions, that's one thing. But when you've gone through the process and you're trying to make things right and make things better, and then the person that he assaulted ends up reconciling with that person too.
And and honestly, I think that's when, like, the public should really start to let it go. Is if the person and the victim in the situation, gave him forgiveness and has moved on, thusly we should, because you're not defending anybody. Rihanna doesn't need anybody's defense right now. She can afford it, okay?
Right.
She can afford to get her own defense, whether it be physical, legal, whatever. In any sense, she can afford it. She doesn't need us. All right. So, yeah, we should let it go. Definitely. I agree.
All right.
Next up.
This is a feminine product that kind of made some misogynistic statements. Tampax tweets, you're in their DMs, we're in them. We are not the same. Now,
it's all true.
Oh God, please don't be that guy. All right, let me just read some of these comments here. This is so that's so effing creepy and misogynistic. And these are like the statements. The comments from that. A tampon brand sexualizing periods. Well, hope you go bankrupt. Maybe it teaches you not to do marketing according to male fetishes. When I heard that, I got it. Your face looks like I don't get it.
I get it, but again, I think that people are being really overtly oversensitive. Like,
I don't know if that's
like if you look at it literally,
literally,
what was untrue about that statement?
It's all about the insinuation. It's about the insinuation.
I got the joke, and that's the thing, and this is where
you're a man.
Think about
you're a man.
comedy.
No, that's not. You're not. This is not a comic. This is a product. This
right,
is a
but what if a comic said that?
I think it's still. Well, see, that's a problem. I do hate that. Now, that's a double standard for you. Because comics are allowed to get away with saying some stuff.
Because they are needed in order for society to keep, they keep society in check because they point out the literal, funny things that we need to face.
With comics, I feel like they talk about real life situations that are very horrible, but they find the humor in it to keep us smiling in the midst of some hardships. Brand, you should be careful with how, because again, the idea is that
they can't do comedy. In other words, they should. If you're a brand, you got to keep it straight. You can't do no comedy. You know what I mean? Because I think your comedy may be deemed offensive or misogynistic.
No. So it's one thing to say, "Oh, we're just doing comedy." When your comedy I'm trying to find the right words because it's not the same. It's not the same. As a brand, you've always had to be careful with what you said as a brand.
It's a natural thing that they do. And the thing about it is, like, for people to say people who find that funny and stuff like that are like misogynistic or anything else like that is not true. It's not true. It's not true, because I'm a firm believer in all that kind of stuff, honestly, because it's necessary for women. All that stuff, honestly, should be free.
It is. Now, but the idea, the thing is that they're sexualizing a hygiene product. That's the point. Why are you sexualizing it? This is a natural part of life that women deal with on the regular.
I can see where it is sexualized, but I see the play on words. That's the thing.
The play on words sexualizes it. Yes, it is a play on words, but it sexualizes a natural thing that a woman has to go through, and a product that they need.
But then they make it seem like men are the only ones that have fetishes, with ladies on period. Like, there are ladies out there who have fetishes about ladies on period. Like, there are people who are non-binary who have fetishes about ladies on period. So,
see, when you put it like that,
you can't.
I still won't excuse like that, because I still think that that's wrong. But you also are right. Like, it's not just men who fetishizes those things. It's not. But does that make it appropriate? No. And that's the point. You're absolutely right. It's not just a male thing, but it's still inappropriate.
I just think people need to just pluck their panties out their buttholes, because it's a little tight, little uptight out there, people.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Before I talk about this next topic, I was on YouTube and they suggest like different things to watch, and I saw our buddy, Miss Wendy Hunter, announcing her podcast. You know that Wendy has some health issues, and I think it would be better if she's going to continue doing what she's doing. I think it would be better that she did that behind a microphone and not in front of a TV. That might sound very insensitive in a world where everything has to be politically correct. Wendy's lost it.
Facts are facts. I'm like,
Wendy,
this, facts are facts. If you are ugly, I'm going to call you ugly.
She's dealing with Graves' disease. She has this other issue with her feet where she can't stand, and she even said in this interview she refuses to get in a wheelchair, which means she probably needs it, but because of her pride, she's not going to. But her illness is causing for her to not be able to walk very well. So that's the thing. Listening to her talk, though, it made me feel like, Wendy, you're not here no more. You should retire. I know when she first left the show, we were saying that maybe she should go into a podcast. I don't even think she should do that.
No, I mean that we discussed that as an alternative. I have always been that you should gracefully bow out.
I think now's the time for her to bow out.
It is like, you just hang it up.
I can understand her difficulty with wanting to do that. You know, she still wants to make her money. You remember the situation she had with the bank where they held her money up and stuff like that. And she wants to create something. Like, no one wants to not be able to be productive in their life.
See,
I get that.
But you got to change your perspective as to what is productive. All right? Because you are who you are. You are, at the end of the day, you're not out in front of a camera. All right? But you are still Wendy Williams. Okay?
And you didn't start in front of a camera.
Exactly. You still hold a wealth of knowledge that colleges, universities would pay tooth and nail, high dollar, to have you come and just, teach one, lecture one day,
Cognitively, I don't think she's there.
I feel you.
Anymore.
I feel you. But
she's not as sharp as she used to be.
I get you, but I'm all about the bad. I'm just talking in bad sense.
Ideally, yes. But if you can't get up there and communicate a clear thought, I mean, you might get the first couple of bookings. Eventually, you're not going to get any bookings.
You can be president.
That's a different situation. You know that you had a whole bunch of crooked people behind him pulling things in his favor to help him to get away with stuff. Wendy ain't got that. As much as we know that there was a former president who did a lot of crooked stuff, almost everything that we talked about so far, he's been accused of. And he was still president. And again, that's because there are people who, and that's a whole other political situation that he's in. He's in like so much right now, but I don't like talking about him too much. But like, he had people who were, for whatever reason, they pledged their allegiance to him. But
again, that goes to show you, right? Like, it's what you can do here in America. Like, even with diminished capacity and stuff like that, there are things you can still do, especially if it's not the thing that
he also had a base that wanted to hear him. Now,
yeah,
I know that Wendy has a base that wants to hear her. It's just, does she have the people behind her that's going to make her look good?
No. She has people who are just going to prop her up, because at the end of the day, if they prop her up, they're making money. You know what I mean? And it seems like all she cares about is being out in front anyway.
Well, let's say this then. The Wendy Williams podcast will be starting, I guess, sometime in December. I'm going to give it a listen.
We'll see.
We'll see. Because maybe there's no reason to be concerned.
I do love a train wreck, though.
Clearly you love a train wreck, because I used to watch that show.
Yes.
Or any of it.
Yes, can't wait. I think there's another reunion coming on tonight. I don't know.
Oh, you have fun with that one.
Can't wait.
So in other news, or wait, I feel like I said this already.
Apparently they broke up. The couple, Island Boy and Cat, they broke up, but they got an appearance still at Level Up, still scheduled. So we'll see. I'm like, I don't know if I want to be in the building or not, because it's like, are they or aren't they? Who knows? But moving on.
That would be really messy if they came and ended fighting at Level Up.
Oh, Level Up would love it.
No, they wouldn't.
Are you kidding? The publicity?
They don't want. I mean, how about that? But they don't want that drama. They don't want that drama. They want to have a good,
right,
upscale type party with these figures.
Right.
I didn't know that they were even getting bookings. Anyway.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like Trey Songz.
Right.
In the news, accused of brutalizing a woman in New York City bowling alley, allegedly punched her in the face repeatedly and dragged her by her hair. And this was reported by the Shade Room. So he's another one.
Yeah, another disappointment.
When you say disappointment, when you say, because when he was coming up, I was like, yay, Trey Songz. He's cute, can sing, he writes and produces, he grinds, he does his thing.
See, Trey Songz was one of the main reasons why I became so secure in bisexuality, and when I really got it is because, like, I was watching Apollo, him singing on the Apollo one time and stuff like that when he was first coming out, and he was singing and literally, started pitching the tent right there, just and everything, and I was like, oh my gosh, and he was so hot, and I was like, okay, all right, I know what I like.
I mean, so
like it all.
I was a Trey Songz fan for a long time, and I hated when all the negative stuff started coming out about him. I'm like, not Trey.
Right.
No, not Trey.
Some of the stuff that I heard, I kind of could believe.
Yeah, no, I definitely believed
like him,
it. It's just
like
I didn't want to hear it.
Him liking, transgendered women, and him having a taste for them.
I don't see a problem with that.
I don't see a problem with it either, but I know it's very believable, because that's a thing in Virginia, honestly. Like with Virginia.
I don't think it's a Virginia thing. I think that more and more straight guys are understanding that trans women are women. And there's still people who are uncomfortable with it, people who will frown on it, but more and more people are accepting. So that's not that part. Even if that's what you favor, I never had an issue with that. I heard stories about abuse. I heard stories about drug abuse, and it's like, damn, not Trey.
Yeah, he what is it, the cocaine?
I don't know what it is, what the drug was, but it was drug abuse, and it's like allegedly. Let's make that clear. Allegedly.
These are all allegeds.
Yeah.
But to hear and also and other rappers have, other folks in the entertainment industry have spoke up about Trey Songz, being so quick to put his hands on women, so I am not surprised to hear that he was involved in such an altercation. Like I said, it's a disappointment. He is very much a disappointment. I can't deny the man's talent, but he definitely is a disappointment.
And according to this report from TMZ. This woman was reportedly an employee of the establishment.
Oh wow. Oh, so you beating up on the help too, guy. You are a real douchebag. Like, real douchebag.
Yeah. Certain people just suck. And it sucks that they suck, but they suck. I honestly you want to jump in on this other person, this last story? Or you want to jump into something else?
Was that the juicy one?
Yeah.
The juicy one? Where we at? Okay. Yeah, I think we can jump in. Yeah, all right. Let's jump in.
So I'm going to start it because I've been doing a lot of talking today. Usually you're doing most of the talking.
I know, yes. It's because, the phone of greatness has, decided to quit. Like, literally quit. Just
his
crashed.
Android decided to quit on him.
Google Pixel, I don't know what's going on. It's a
Why?
6 Pro. Like, not even a year old.
Why would that be an issue? Like, y'all supposed to be, like, the best.
I don't know. Google, please help me out. Like, what is going on here? Like, something. But, we're working on getting...
My phone still works.
Greatness, a new phone, so...
My phone still works. My iPhone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, it's called The Surreal Life on VH1.
Mm-hmm.
And they have all these different celebrities on there.
It's a long running series.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
Like back in the day, the big thing from The Surreal Life was Flavor Flav and Brigitte Nielsen.
I remember that.
How they had a little love
entanglement.
Entanglement.
They had an entanglement.
They had an entanglement. Good segue. Good segue. Yeah, because
so. In the vein of
it's basically where celebrities go to kind of rehab their image a little bit, try to put themselves back out there, and it's to try to reset their narrative and everything else like that. Like Lamar Odom is on there this season. Nice. Yeah, I forgot who else. It's a bunch of people.
Watch.
I don't watch it either, but I know that it's a bunch of people that are on there this season, including who we are talking about, since we're talking about entanglements. We're going to be talking about good old
Alsina.
August Alsina, yeah.
I just want to look at this cast real quick. Frankie Muniz, Tamar Braxton, Kim Coles, Stormy Daniels, August Alsina, Manuel MUA, or whatever, and CJ Perry.
Yep, that is CJ Perry is a former. Or is a former wrestler. She's married to a current wrestler by the name of Mira, who used to be Rusev. She used to be called Lana in WWE.
Oh no, I'm going to be watching this. I'm about to turn this on when we're done. I want to catch up for real. But anyway, in one of the confessionals, August Alsina is talking about finding a new type of love, someone who opened his eyes to the world beyond was a conventional love. The way the world tells us what love should be. He's embraced it and is helping him. And
you know where we're going with this. You know where we're going because
as I watched it, I was thinking he was just going to say, world, I'm gay. I have a boyfriend. That's what I thought he was going to say. But he didn't say that.
He did you one better.
He brought the guy on camera with him.
Uh-huh.
Now, here's the thing, though. Was it a big surprise? There's a couple of things with this. Are we surprised? And because he never actually said that I'm gay or I'm in a relationship with this guy. But he kind of did say it was a relationship, didn't he?
I don't remember it saying the relationship. We do not own this audio.
Forms and facets. I was like a love that feels limitless. And then, what do you know? Love showed up. But in a new way. I want to share that and really honor the person that I love and that loved me back and teaching me so much about love and healing. I want to do that in front of the world because it defies all the constructs that one would say love is supposed to be or love should look like.
Sounds good. So why did you do a handshake? All right.
Right, it's a handshake and then a hug.
Then a hug.
That's awkward.
But did he also say "I love you"?
Yeah, he did say I love you. You know, and everything.
That's
it was
beautiful.
Yeah, it is beautiful. If it is, you know what I mean. But we don't know. The thing about it is, do we genuinely know? Do we know for a fact?
Know what?
That is, you know, that is his actual lover. Like, you know what I mean. Like.
I heard someone mention that they did some research and that's his brother. I mean, they can be close.
But the way that he presented it and that whole lead up, and
that's not a brother.
That whole lead up
was
very much so like, oh, you know, I'm confessing to the world and I'm showing my love to the world, you know, and it very much sounded like a come out speech, like it genuinely did, and the whole moment seemed like a come out moment. So I am, you know, and if it is, hey, August, you know, great, like, welcome. Even though, you know, part of me feels like you've been here for a while.
Yes. I think that there's a lot of people who aren't able to come out because of their fan base, their career, or whatever the case may be.
Blueface! I'm sorry.
I think that with him, he's just one of those people who is just fluid. And he found the courage to openly be fluid. Now, my thing is, does it make a difference left or right if he came out or not?
No, yeah.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
But, you know, there's a list of people who's like, well, I can tell way back when he was Jada Pinkett's about him. Mm-hmm. And that was
wow. Sorry.
What about, oh, you just calling people out?
Huh?
Are you just calling people out?
I'm a little parched.
No.
I have a little cough.
No, but I was making a joke that
Diddy!
You know, I remember when I was a kid and there were rumors about that man. And I'm not going to say the person the rumors was with because I respect that person a lot. But I remember it was a church person, a gospel singer that they used to hang out with, and they would allegedly, now you talk about gossip, allegedly,
that's what we do.
Diddy, Mace, and this other person.
Oh my goodness, Mace.
But that's alleged. I was a kid. They alleged that Sierra was a hermaphrodite. So I'm not going to continue to push those narratives because that's not fair. People have done it to me. But August Alsina, we would just want to let you know that we embrace you. We welcome you with open arms into our community. Someone says the gay agenda is working. I still want to know where these meetings are.
I do too.
I still want to know.
Where are they handing out?
Because I got some people I would like to nominate. Can we nominate a few people?
Yes.
Like, I wouldn't mind nominating Jonathan Majors at this point.
Yeah. Oh! You better watch your mouth.
Can we nominate Jonathan Majors?
Sweet Jesus, yes.
Who else do I got?
Idris Alba.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Wait, if we're doing that, ASAP Rocky can be nominated too.
He's already on the team.
He on the team? How? When?
He's been
really?
Yeah, he's come out and said that he dabbles.
Wait.
As far as I know.
We can allegedly.
Yeah, that's why I'm always talking about him and Rihanna. Like, I want to be in on that sandwich. I could be in on that sandwich too. Shucks.
I'm going to get the dirt.
As far as I can remember, he has pretty much said that he's, you know, he's bi or interested.
You know
Put
who
it in the comments.
You know who I didn't believe? And again, according to this gay agenda, and I want to give this person back, Tyler, the Creator. Y'all can give him back.
Oh, I like Tyler. He's funny.
He's weird.
He is funny. I can see why Jalen likes Tyler. It's because he's a funny guy.
You know, this is making me do the most right now.
Well, we'll cap it off. We'll do the allegedly for ASAP
for
Rocky,
A$AP
because
Rocky.
I could have swore that I read something a while ago that and he was on a list of bisexual rappers that were coming, like, that were becoming big things and stuff like that, or LGBT people and stuff like that. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. So now I'm here. This is old. Yeah, this is old news.
Mm-hmm. But ASAP Rocky, definitely can come on over. Who else? Sweet Gravy.
I really wouldn't mind having.
There's a bunch of football players that I would.
Oh God, I don't know all the.
Michael B. Jordan, yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know a bunch of football players like that, so I don't want to start trying to act like I do and start naming people. But I
can show you some.
I know. That's how I'm excited.
I can show you some.
I'm here to be shown. Show me what I don't know.
me and the better half of greatness always be fighting over the honey badger. Shucks, his name is Tyron Tywin Matthew. It's Tyran.
Tyran. Mitsu. He's pretty.
Yes, he is.
Oh, he is a pretty.
Oh, he is, and he got that. He's from Louisiana.
So does he have that accent?
So he got that Creole accent going on there. And it's so hot. Oh my goodness.
Odell, move over.
Oh yes. Odell, yes, you can move.
Move over, Odell Beckham.
Ooh, that pretty mouth.
Even though in this picture here he's kissing, I guess a woman that's his girl, his wife, or
something. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. I think Aisha Curry too. Like I'm like Steph and Aisha Curry can come as a package deal.
Yes.
I will pound the both of you.
Wow. Yeah. This took a turn.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't. Yo, it's always Stoney that takes these wild turns. Like
Lath Ashley.
We can stop now. Like, first off, Lath is already on our team.
I know, but please share this with Lath Ashley.
Lath, yeah, so you can discuss them.
You can come to House Greatness.
No, you turned it into something else. We were talking about the gay agenda,
right?
And people we would like to recruit.
Yeah. For
the gay agenda.
Yeah, the greatness gay agenda.
God. Maybe that's why we don't do as good. Because people like, I can't watch this man. Maybe that's why the views look the way they be looking sometimes. Jeez. Oh, God.
Comment if you think that Stoney Greatness should get fired.
No, I'm not saying fired, but muzzled maybe a little bit, just a little bit.
Oh,
we love Stoney Greatness because
yes.
we will be without the House of Greatness.
No. Not so great.
Well, I don't have anything else for you.
Mm-mm.
You got anything else for the people?
I don't. Other than to make sure that you all go out today and buy a copy of one of the best books to come out within the past 5 years. All right, it hasn't even been out a full 2 years yet. All right, but A Life of Lust, Memoirs of the Porn Star.
Also,
this guy.
Also, until Tuesday, there will be a Cyber Monday sale. So this $24.99 book is only $17.49.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go to the site right now,
what a deal!
You'll be able to pick up a copy of A Life of Lust, Memoirs of the Porn Star. The website is right there. Stoney's pointing at it. Go check it out. I appreciate you guys for all the love and support thus far. So yeah, we got some books on sale for Cyber Monday. So make sure you guys go grab a copy of that.
Yes.
Obviously, like, comment, subscribe, and share our videos with others. Help us to get in front of a larger audience. More people need to hear this craziness that we do.
Exactly.
I think we should start a TikTok.
Probably.
A TikTok for the show very specifically because I took last week's intro. I love that intro. That was too funny to me. But no.
It was pretty annoying for me.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Mission accomplished. No, but every Sunday we are here at 5 p.m. on YouTube and on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, come over to YouTube, because we want to be able to have you join in on the comment section. On Facebook it doesn't show up, but it definitely does right here on YouTube. Be a part of the conversation, and even if you're watching this later on Facebook, down in the comments, share your thoughts with us. Let us know what you think, how you feel.
We do see them.
Yeah, yes we do. So, thank you guys for watching. Do you want to tell the people anything?
Thank y'all for coming. God bless you. Good night.